So yesterday I get a notification through the Nextdoor app that a woman posted that she needs help with some kittens that are in front of her shed. So apparently the mom abandoned them, and there were about 3 or 4 at the time. So within however many days of her trying to get help, she reached out to one of the shelters, and they said to leave the kids outside for mom to come back. Mom never came back. Within this time, unfortunately, one of the kittens died. So I responded to her post and said, you know, I have experience raising litters. Although the moms have been there with the ones that I had, you know, she just seemed really desperate. So I said, I will help any way that I can. I don't know what compelled me to respond to this, but I did, and I'm glad that I did, because she calls me shortly afterwards, and I am heading to go pick up the kittens now. She's actually in Puerto Rico, so there's someone, I guess a house sitter or a relative at her home who will help me get them. So this is going to be interesting. So when I arrived, I had my carrier in hand with the blanket. The kittens were being kept in the back room, I'm guessing near the garage, since my neighbor does have a dog, which is why she couldn't keep the kittens herself. They were being kept in a box, and her family member or friends that was house sitting, it was so cute. She was kissing them, and I could tell that she had grown a little bond with them and would miss them. So I'm sad that she had to let them go, but I'm happy to take them. And I did let her know that if there are any other kittens that show up, to let me know, and we can work together to see how we can get them help. So this is them on their ride home. One kitten, the larger one, is a little bit more advanced with eating, so he took to the food while the other one tried to get out. So I got them home, and I was really just enjoying this time with them. I actually rescued 3 pregnant mamas when I lived back in New York, and kept not only them but their litters. So I was running a madhouse, but when they are at this stage, they are just so precious. And while they're looking to you like a newborn would to give them all the love and affection, you are actually gaining a lot out of the experience as well. Even though the decision to bring them home happened really fast, I was pretty confident that everything will work out, because I have the essentials for what is needed to take care of them. Take it from me, you don't need to overload yourself with a bunch of products. It's like bringing home a newborn. A lot of parents, they go and they shop for everything, the best of everything, and you end up with having a lot of what you don't need. So I knew I had a heating pad, I knew I had a large box, and some blankets, and basically that's all that they needed for right now, until I was able to kind of carve out a section in my office so that I would be able to let them roam around outside of the box. So as you can see, they were safe for a couple of days. I was still going to work, so I wanted to make sure that they didn't escape and go into a little area that I wouldn't be able to get them out of. You know, what's funny is while I was transferring them into a box, I get a call from BVSPCA, because I signed up to be a foster a couple months ago or something. And while I'm holding them and they're screaming, hi, they call and they asked me if I wanted to foster another kitten. So she was like, oh, sounds like you have your hands full. I told her, I said, I have room, but the foster that she was calling me about has a URI. So I said, once that's cleared up, if nobody's taken it by then, let me know. So, okay, someone's hungry. Yo, because why did I get 3 kittens this week? So, the 2 I showed y'all, I hope you can hear me, the 2 that I showed y'all, and then I think I mentioned in the video that the shelter called me about the foster. So I went to my volunteer orientation for the shelters, and I saw the coordinator, I guess, and I was like, oh, can I check out the kitten? Sure, come on. It's totally not prepared to take it home today, but it is what it is. And now I have 3 kittens in 2 boxes, and they are just eating and sleeping and pooping and doing what kittens do. So, am I crazy? Absolutely. I know that there's a lot of people who feel that they can't afford to have a cat or a dog, or they don't have the time or whatever, and I understand that. And also it's the financial burden part that people just can't commit to, or they don't understand how the fostering arrangement goes. So while they're in foster, they are technically still the shelter's animal, and you're just helping to give them a home and help build an adoption profile. Get to know them, whatever, and let them heal if they are having any issues, their medications, or healing from surgery. So the good thing about fostering is that they also help you with the financial burden. You can pick up food. Like, they sent me home with 3 big old cans of this food for the kitten, all of her medications. She'll have her, I think it's a boy actually, he'll be spayed or she'll be neutered, I can't tell yet. And I'm basically just freeing up space in the shelter so they can give more attention to the ones that are there and have room to bring in, any other cases. So if you're not able to make the full commitment to sheltering, to adopting a cat or a dog, consider fostering. And if you can't foster, consider volunteering. There's a lot of ways that you can have a animal or pet in your life without, having to go the traditional route. The shelter sent me home with a bag full of medicine and some extra nipples and a pre-mixed bottle of formula. The medicine was Clavamox to help fight the infection, Petitic, which is a daily dietary supplement full of nutrients and iron and all of those good minerals, and a dietary calorie supplement also fed through a syringe. So 1 week of this and she will be all good, keeping her nose clean, face clean, and she is on the road to recovery. The name that the shelter gave is actually Perrita, Perrita. I already know that I'm going to end up adopting her, because when do I ever give back an animal? I absolutely love them. And she is bonding with the other 2 kittens. They are like brothers and sisters, and I can watch them all day just doing the cute things that kittens do. Jump on each other. They run around the room thinking that they're going 100 miles an hour, but they're moving like snails with their little short legs. I think it's so adorable. I also have another cat that I rescued from actually a neighbor of mine. Told me about her. She was at an abandoned house not far from us. So I took her in. She has been with me for about 5 months now. That's her that appeared in the video. And she is just being a great big sister to all 3 of them. Very curious in her kitten nature also, but everyone is getting along lovely. So be sure to read the caption to find out more information about fostering. If you have never considered it, consider it. Reach out to your local animal shelter and follow all the links that are provided in the caption for more information. And also visit www.tuckedpaws.com.